out in
Look
these
at that.
streets.
Look at that. All right. We got them all at once.
You guys, what a treat. All of them. They are all, mainly her in the middle.
Okay, her.
You guys are that special.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for
K-Love
joining
audience
us.
is that special. And the Unsung Hero.
Unsung
Facebook
Hero,
is that
these are all of your fans. Guys, this is kind of like the moment in Lion King where they hold up Simba and they're like, this is your
Have
baby.
you said that before? Is that the first time
No,
you said
that is the first time.
Original content.
Yes.
I've been with her all night.
You can
That was
hear it
the
right
first
here
time.
on Kayla.
This is your baby that you are holding up. What a beautiful baby it is. Talk to us about what this feels like here in the excitement of this moment to show this movie to the world.
Here's what's interesting about being musicians is you guys know we get to experience the moment of connection with people and art often. And what's been so trippy about this is you spend all this time in the dark writing a script with Richard Ramsey. You spend all of this time quietly putting together a little team together and shooting this thing over a month and a half. You spend all this time in editing rooms. And then this one moment, you have literally everyone you care about, crew, cast, Lionsgate, family, your partners, your greatest partners in life converge. So our brains are a little...
In one room, everyone is here.
On one night, in one room, in one moment.
And I know that you said that these are the people that you care about, but everybody that has been stopping by, they care about you and your talent and your hearts and what you guys have brought to Nashville, Tennessee, all the way from Australia. So the impact that you have had, it's felt in this room from the people that are standing up here.
It's an unbelievable thing. Like, there's a bunch of people behind these cameras, and some of them are people that we knew from when we were kids that are characters in the movie.
No way.
And you just sit there and you're just kind of, you know, in awe of the fact that who would have ever... I think a lot of people don't live their lives like it could be a movie. But if you want to live a life like that, you've got to take risk. You got to take, you got to go on an adventure. You got to have community. You got to have people that care for you. And I think what I'm soaking up is a little bit of like, wow, I care about these people. But it's a reciprocal thing. They care about me. They care about my family. They care about this movie that I hope inspires families, you know, that impacts people. So it's a unique moment.
This movie celebrates your mom, Rebecca, as those unsung heroes. But for two of you gentlemen to choose two fierce women, leaders, that I see a lot of those same qualities in the two of you. Was that evident as you were making this movie, just to see those lines that were being connected there?
You're so kind. I know.
I mean, even
Yeah,
as
that
a
question
producer.
was not for me. That was for
Well,
you.
yeah,
This is for the gentlemen.
All right, so this is interesting because there's a song called Unsung Hero. The two we did not write the song for the movie. They didn't connect. But there's a lyric in the second verse of that song, which is amazing that I can even remember this. And it says, I woke up, I was 21, and I fell in love. Remember when I told you that I searched the world and I found the girl. And oh, how she reminds me of my mom.
So we should. So by way of segue,
Now, the ladies.
Ladies.
The ladies. Yes. Okay, Mariah, as one of the producers of the movie, if Unsung Heroes are behind the scenes, that was you for this film. So will you talk about your role, particularly about the prayer stuff? I mean, I just think you had such an interesting purpose that people should know about.
Well, if you've ever made a film, and I think that is about like 0.0001 of the population.
Yeah, neither of us.
No film.
I will just tell you right now, it is a battlefield. It every day is like war. And so going into this film, we knew that we needed a really strong prayer covering, and no matter where you're at on the scale of prayer, is it real? Does it make a difference? Does it not? I think what's cool about this movie, and Courtney was on the prayer team, was anytime we had a need, instead of panicking, we went to the prayer shield. And you guys, we saw miracles happen. And tonight we have our entire prayer shield from across America here. We wanted to honor them. We wanted to thank them for their prayers, because without them, this film wouldn't have been made.
Wow.
Those are the real unsung heroes of Unsung Hero, you know?
April 26th is coming. Next week, and Family Day, where we are like, take your families, let's go. Will you talk a little bit about, Andy Irwin did this too, talks a little bit about like why it matters to buy the tickets now.
Well, I give you Courtney Smallbone to answer that.
Let's go, Coco!
Buy it. Do it. Or you're dumb and
Why,
you're fired.
Why should they?
Why? Okay, this is why you need to go see this movie.
She's leaning in.
Where is there a movie about a woman, about a mother, about a migrant, about a marriage, about a family, about walking in faith on the screen?
Yeah.
So put your money and fuel it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Put your money where it is. Yes, Joel. It is so powerful. So that's why. Go do it. Okay?
Do it!
And do it, K-Love audience, because K-Love was a key partner in this whole thing from beginning to end.
And I will say this about K-Love. Most people don't know this because this is behind the scenes, but we had our funding for this film fall out 2 months prior. And all of the producers there was a little bit of panic at that point because we need to be in the ground in like 2 weeks to start the process. And there was people freaking out. We made a few calls, one of them was to K-Love, and within 3 days, we had verbal commitments for the entire film. And that was partially the K-Love audience, that was partially K-Love. So it's a miracle that we're here. This film should never have been made, but yet we stand here and it was made. You know, people often ask, is there miracles that take place today? And a lot of people could say, well, yes, there were people that were used in this process. Well, God usually chooses to do miracles through people. And I think that's what is represented here tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, he always turns into a sermon, and I respect it. That's all I was going to say, is no one preaches like... So good, Joel. Sorry.
Okay, I was going to ask about the slap.
Oh.
The slap heard around the world on your guys' social, like was that your idea to say, Mariah, I need you to get me ready for this scene, I need you to slap me, or was it your suggestion, Mariah? Mariah's face is saying a lot.
There is a little backstory because that was the most debated scene in, I think, the whole script, because it was,
we filmed right around the time that the slap heard around the world actually happened at the academies, and so Luke was actually a proponent.
Yeah,
wow.
Luke and I were team
I
slap.
went out.
Yeah, we were team slap.
And I know that there shouldn't be like backdoor campaigning.
Yeah.
Backdoor campaign, front door, side door. I went to all the doors. And
Bring
I
out the
campaigned.
slap.
I'll say this in closing because I know we've got to run.
Yeah.
But as two musicians, as four partners in this, as married couples, I think Courtney said it incredibly well, but the one delineation between music and movies is this. With music, you have years to promote a project. With a theatrical release, and Lionsgate have been so kind to put this in 2,500 theaters around America. I mean, Marvel films only go into 3,500. Like,
Wow.
it's an incredibly wide release,
Wow.
and this is a test. So if you love your family, if you love your mom, if you believe in faith, if you believe in miracles, come out, but come out on the 26th or 27th or 28th.
Okay.
That's our charge to you.
Okay.
Well done. We love
We
y'all.
can do that.
Well done.
We
Great
can do
movie.
that. For King and
so
Country
fun.
Nation
Love you.
family, the people that made it all
Of course.
happen. Amazing.
Just live. We're just live to all the people. Here we go. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun.
No, because they're not perfect and they know they're not.
Pinnacle.
And they didn't want the show
Speaking
to
of
be
unsung heroes, do y'all even know
And
Courtney
it's like
Smallbone?
around the
Do
world.
y'all even
I was
know?
like, I didn't know
How many
I
children?
was in the movie. Four.
Four.
Not an Australian accent.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, you're getting
We can't
old.
do it.
I just, I want to keep you. We're just trying to keep you in, Mariah. I know. We're just still talking. I love you. What a joy. I love them.
So much, so sincere.
So
Sincere. And I really meant that. Like, so many people have been impacted by the Smallbone family, by their work ethic. One of the parts that is the most cringy in the film, because it's just, is the whole dynamic with DeGarmo and Key.
Yeah.
And like, the moment where they passed on booking them in Australia, and then they show up in Nashville at his door to offer to do his yard. I mean, how humbling
It's just incredible.
did that have to be?
Yeah.
And all of this coming from the hard work of this
Yes.
family,
Yes.
the impact.
And we just
There they are gathered
look, we gotta
together.
get out of the way so y'all
Amazing.
can see
Oh, yeah.
this. All the actors of
Oh,
the Smallbone
Daisy
family
Betts
gathered
right there.
together.
Look at that.
Daisy Betts, the unsung hero of Unsung Hero.
We got to get her over here.
This is amazing. Oh, this is so
She plays
great.
Helen Smallbone, which I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see Helen tonight.
Talk the whole time.
We have
Yeah,
to.
bro, we're live this
Oh,
whole
they're
time.
desperate.
Okay.
They're like, oh, come there, let's talk. I need help.
You think we need help? You think we can handle this?
No, I actually think you are perfectly capable. But at some point, you might get a little bored.
Yeah. So what would you have us talk about in those moments?
I want to ask a question about your mom, because
Okay.
I'm not sure if
Here
we're
we
going
go.
to see
This
this.
is what Lori does. Lori's
Listen,
a master.
we keep getting
She's
told.
a master content creator. I'm telling you, I told her that the other day.
Okay, I interviewed your mom last year, and
Yeah.
after seeing the film, I said, wow, Helen, I was really impressed with your humility. And your mom's response to me was, nobody has ever called me humble before. And so, how do you think that your mom would respond? What people will see on the screen while watching this film, if it's not humility, what is that quality?
She
in
is
character?
humble, but my
Yeah.
mom is just very direct, and
Yeah.
she's very confident.
Yeah.
So humility at times doesn't always attribute themselves to some of those other qualities about my mom.
Fair.
But my mom, I think, was it Rick Warren who says, humility is not thinking less of yourself; it's just thinking thinking of yourself less often.
Yeah.
I think she's thinking of herself less often,
Yeah.
daily, and that's what, I got a moment. There's a moment at the end of this that I will speak about my mom, and it's going to be difficult to keep the waterworks a little dry, because
sure.
at the end of the day, you're going to see there's 5 boys in our family, and obviously there's 2 girls as well, but those boys have a respect and honor for their mom that is, you'll see every one of them go up and give her a kiss on the cheek pretty much every time she walks in the room. So she's man, yeah, she's amazing.
When you were a young boy,
Yeah.
watching your sister get up on those stages, being on tour buses, you guys were the whole crew,
Yeah.
for your sister's
Yep.
career. What did that teach you? What embedded itself on your heart or mind that you now think about even as you're an artist yourself?
I